The soldier realized he had stepped on a landmine, but it didn't explode. He thought it was a dud and turned around, only to hear a violent explosion. His teammate was lying on the ground, and he wanted to rush over to help. But as soon as he took a step, he froze in place, realizing that both he and his teammate had stepped on landmines. His teammate was on the ground, crying out for help. At a loss, the soldier forced himself to stay calm. He instructed his teammate to inject himself with painkillers. Just as he was about to call for help from headquarters, he realized his backpack had been blown away. Despite the danger, he tried to rescue his teammate, who, in a moment of clarity, managed to drag the backpack over. After calling for help, the teammate took out his gun and shot himself in the head. The teammate's suicide shattered the soldier's composure. They had fought together for years and were like brothers. After a 2-minute silence and mourning, the soldier decided that even if he had to die, he wouldn't die helplessly. He still held out hope that the mine under his foot was a dud. He slowly squatted down and stabbed his knife into the sand. The sound of metal scraping made his nerves tingle again. Confirming that it was a real mine, he used a hook to pull the backpack towards him, leaning forward. Fortunately, he managed to catch himself with his right hand before he fell. After pulling the backpack over, he quickly called for help from headquarters. When he finally got a response, they immediately asked about the mission. Upon learning of its failure, they refused to send a helicopter, citing the dangers of flying over the desert. They said a team would pass through his area in 52 hours. Before the soldier could argue, the radio went dead. He adjusted his watch to a timer and began to take stock of his supplies, only to find he had no food or water. Just then, a sandstorm approached. He quickly hunkered down to protect himself. Fortunately, the storm passed quickly. When it was over, he found his teammate had somehow made it to his side. They found a spare battery for the radio, but the backpack had been blown away. With 43 hours still to go before rescue, the soldier raised his gun to his head, but then he saw a figure approaching. The man walked up to him and said, "You need to take that step." The soldier was stunned. The man handed him the radio and walked away. That night, wild dogs attacked. The soldier, thinking of his past battles, fought them off as if they were enemies. The next day, the radio finally responded, but the team had been ambushed and needed to delay by another 17 hours. The soldier couldn't hold on any longer and finally made his choice. He took the step, but the mine didn't explode. He was stunned. When he brushed away the sand, he realized it was just a tin can. Overwhelmed with relief, he lay on the ground and laughed bitterly.